Welcome to A Student of Leadership, a micro-podcast where leaders are made one habit at a time. Hosted by Rob Adams, a leadership veteran with 30 years of experience, this podcast explores key concepts that define exceptional leadership. Each episode delves into a powerful word or strategy, offering practical insights and real-world stories. Whether you're just starting out or an experienced executive, join Rob as he guides you in learning, growing, and leading with purpose.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another micro episode of A Student of Leadership. This is where great leaders are made one habit at a time, and I am Rob Adams, your host. And today we're going to be unpacking a leadership behavior that doesn't get enough attention, but can change the trajectory of someone's career. We're talking about sponsorship, and I really call it the influence multiplier. Now let's be clear. Mentoring is helpful, but sponsorship is transformational. Mentors advise, sponsors act. They use their credibility, their voice, and their seat at the table to open doors for others, especially when those others aren't in the room. Now, great leaders don't just build their own legacies. They create opportunities for others to build theirs. Let me share a quick story with you about Carla Harris. She was the vice chairman and managing director at Morgan Stanley. Early in her career, she worked hard, delivering results, and expected her work to speak for itself. But after being passed over for a promotion, a senior leader told her something that changed everything. They said, "Your performance won't get you promoted. Your performance will get you noticed. But somebody has to advocate for you when you're not in the room." That was the very first time she realized the game-changing power of a sponsor. From that moment on, she began to seek out advocates and later became one herself. She now teaches others that having a sponsor is a critical success factor in that corporate leadership world. Her lesson? Hard work matters, but without sponsorship, the door might stay shut. And that's the kind of leadership behavior that we're after, helping others get through the doors we've already walked through. Now here's a famous quote by Sheryl Sandberg. Put simply, we need to stop telling women to lean in and start actively sponsoring them. Sponsorship requires effort, intentionality, and sometimes risk. But if you're a leader, this is part of the job. Your influence is meant to be used. I want you to remember this. Leadership is not about collecting followers. It's about cultivating future leaders. Now let's reflect for a moment. Who has been your sponsor in your career? And how did they change your path? Who do you see right now that's deserving of more opportunity but might not have the access? And are you using your influence to lift others up or just guarding your own position? Now, there's some research about this, and data backs it up. This is research from the Center of Talent Innovation, and it shows that people with sponsors are 23% more likely to progress in their careers. For women and people of color, that number can even be more impactful, up to 65% more likely to be satisfied with their career advancement. You see, the absence of sponsorship isn't just a leadership gap. It's a systematic barrier. And the good news? We and you can change it. Now here's some practical tips and an action challenge for you. If you're ready to lead at the next level, here's how to step into the role of being a sponsor. Spot the hidden stars. Look beyond the obvious candidates that are out there. Who's quietly delivering excellence without recognition? Who's not getting access to key relationships or projects? Also think about being their advocate out loud. Speak up for them. Recommend them for roles. Nominate them for projects. Bring their name into the rooms they aren't in. And then give them the mic. Let them present their work. Put them in front of the key stakeholders. Sponsorship isn't about shadow support. It's about shining a light. Now, this week's action challenge is about picking one person you believe in. Reach out to them. Learn what they're working towards. And then take one real concrete step to sponsor their growth. Not advise, not coach, but sponsor. Sponsorship is one of the most selfless yet powerful leadership behaviors you can develop. When you lift someone up, you multiply their influence and build a culture where leadership isn't a ladder, but it becomes a bridge. Remember, someone once made a bet on you. Maybe it's your turn to return the favor. Next week, we're going to visit and be talking about feedback and more specifically, feed forward. This is a misunderstood leadership tool that can build trust, boost performance, and transform culture. Until then, keep learning, keep leading, and don't just mentor, sponsor. This is Rob Adams, your micro podcast host from A Student of Leadership, sponsored by Unipro Food Service and our leadership program. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Student of Leadership. Leadership is about who we become and how we help others grow. If you found value in this podcast, share it with a fellow leader and connect with Rob on LinkedIn or leave a review. New episodes drop weekly, so don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and leading with intention. Remember, great leaders are made one habit at a time. See you next time on A Student of Leadership.